Hey people, Demon here, and I am going to talk about Adventure Time Distant Lands. Now, this is a series coming up probably fairly soon, I think, hopefully. It's a four-part episode, I think, four episodes. Um, I think they're about an hour long each, and it's coming up soon enough. I'll obviously make reviews on it when it comes out. Excuse me. But anyways, today I'm gonna make a theory on what's gonna happen in this show. Okay, so what do we know about this show? First off, we know that it takes place in space, or at least it seems to take place in space. At least BMO's episode takes place in space. So we know that this whole show takes off in space. Which is interesting. How do they get there? What do they do in space? What planets do they go to? I guess you could say, well, I guess you could say like Princess Bubblegum can make spaceships, and the humans can make spaceships because they have a human technology that seems to be more advanced. And also you could say, well, what about Normal Man? He could also make spaceships because he's in space, which will be interesting. But we do know that Beamer goes out to space and eventually comes back because in the final episode of Adventure Time, I'm sorry if you haven't seen it yet, it's spoiler alert. In the final episode of Adventure Time, Beamo is basically like this old hermit type figure. I think they said he was like the king of Uber or something like that. It's pretty weird. But he's like this old hermit type figure that lives on top of a mountain, which is pretty interesting. So he comes back to Earth. So I think two things are going to happen in this, hopefully at least. I think this whole series is going to start off with BMO, because it is. I'm pretty sure that's the first episode. So it's going to start off as BMO, and then the rest of it is going to be Finn, Jake, and the rest of them trying to go get BMO because he got lost in space somewhere. Or like I think that's probably the plot line, or at the very least, they're gonna find him at the end and bring him home. Like even if like they don't notice he's gone or something like that, I guess they'll find him and bring him home at the very least, which will be interesting to say the least. And one of these episodes might even have Simon plotting a course to space, which might actually be the one with Princess Bubblegum and Marceline, because Simon wants to go find Betty or Space Betty or God Betty, whatever she is now. So that will be also interesting. And then the final one, the final theory I have, the one I kind of hope happens the most, is that Finn will see his father again, and maybe his father and his mother will get to talk because we do know the humans came to Earth, and if the humans made Finn a spaceship, his mother would probably be the intelligence on that spaceship. So maybe his mother and his father can finally talk again. I'm hoping Finn gets to see his father again, and his mother and father get to talk again, and maybe we actually get the backstory of why Martin turned from a good father, because he was in the Islands miniseries, if you remember. He was a pretty good father. And then he turned into a total jerk. So maybe we'll get to see the backstory on that. That would be pretty interesting. I just remembered, I think Prismo could also help them get into space as well, which would be interesting to say the least. Because Prismo can do it, I guess. But they don't have any wishes left, so maybe they'll have to bring someone else to wish for them, I guess. But yeah, Prismo. He's also an option. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell notification. Best way to keep on my channel or content. Link down below to my Twitter. And remember, my friends, stay sane. Peace. Shadow, my baby, I love you so much. You're my baby.
And you love to sleep in the bathtub. 'Cause you're a weirdo. Shadow, look. Look over here, buddy. Look over here.